Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Darkrai here, and welcome back to the channel. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about Rockstar games today. And I'm just throwing some gameplay on the screen of Battlefront 2 2017 because my apartment is a mess right now, so I really did not want to turn the camera on and then just start recording from there. Nothing major. It's just like I have an inspection coming up with my landlord and all that fun jazz, so we're just doing deep cleaning and stuff like that. So I figured why not just throw some gameplay on the screen instead. And let's just rant about Rockstar for a little bit, shall we? So, for those who have not been keeping up with the news about Grand Theft Auto 5, recently they did a next gen upgrade basically to for the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X and S, which I don't think that was free, by the way. If I remember correctly, I think you actually had to end up paying for that as well, which a lot of the people were not happy with. Myself personally, I have never played Grand Theft Auto 5. Well, I take that back. I've played Grand Theft Auto 5, but you want to know how long it's been since I played that? It's been since 2013 when it was released for the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3. That's how long ago it was since I last played Grand Theft Auto 5. And I finished the story. I played the online for a little bit. I had some people that would just kill me for no reason every time I tried to go and get my car upgraded and stuff like that. And it was an awful experience. From what I've gathered, the community for GTA Online is better now compared to how it was back then, from what I've gathered. But I played a lot of it back in 2013. I love Grand Theft Auto 5. I thought it was a fantastic game, and I thought the story was phenomenal. And I thought the multiplayer, from when I wasn't getting killed by assholes for no reason, I thought it was very fun. I enjoyed all of it. But, as a couple years go by, it's kind of overstayed its welcome a little bit. And, I never really got into the Grand Theft Auto games to begin with. I'm coming around a little bit. Grand Theft Auto 4 was the one Grand Theft Auto I personally got into and really enjoyed it. And that was even though a lot of people say that's their least favorite Grand Theft Auto, I love Grand Theft Auto 4. I thought it was my favorite one in the entire series. Then I got around to playing San Andreas. Then I got around to playing Vice City. Phenomenal games. Fantastic games from Rockstar, right? But, as time goes on, they're just like, hey, let's just milk the ever-living shit out of Grand Theft Auto 5 as much as we possibly can. And not only that, they also came out with Grand Theft Auto Plus. Now, for those who do not know what Grand Theft Auto Plus is, it is a new system that Rockstar has implemented into Grand Theft Auto 5. Basically, if you want to put more money into Grand Theft Auto 5, or to the online, I should say, you have to pay a monthly subscription fee. And what does these rewards come with Grand Theft Auto 5 Plus, or GTA Plus, I should say? Every month, you'll get 500,000 GTA vehicle, you'll get $500,000. You'll get a special vehicle upgrades, member-only discounts for GTA dollars, and RP bonuses. According to Rockstar, regular GTA Online events will continue as normal for all players. The subscriptions just get you more perks each month. Now, I'm literally reading this off the good old Google. So that's basically all the information that I've gathered from GTA Plus. But I still think it's kind of scummy, the fact that they just had a Xbox Series X and S and a PlayStation 5 upgrade for the game that I think you had to pay for. Again, don't quote me on that. I cannot remember if you had to pay for it or not. But a lot of people were not happy with that upgrade, as the upgrades for the Xbox Series X and S and the PlayStation 5 were very minimal. They were very minimal. And, with as amount of people, like myself included, are extremely frustrated with Rockstar games right now. And, with the state of Red Dead Redemption 2 and them showing no signs of making Grand Theft Auto 6 anytime soon, or just working on a new IP or anything like that, it really goes to show how far the rabbit hole Rockstar Games has gone down, just trying to milk Grand Theft Auto 5 as much as they can for all of its worth. And it makes me sad, man. It's like, Grand Theft Auto 5 is a phenomenal game, right? To this very day, I will go out of my way and defend the game. It's phenomenal. The online is fun, and the RP servers that has come out of this game, and just how many content creators have grown from Grand Theft Auto 5 alone, is insane. I think Grand Theft Auto 5 has done a lot more good than bad, and it's sad for me to say this, but I think Rockstar has just gone so far downhill on milking Grand Theft Auto 5 as much as they possibly can. And it kills me. It's like I want to defend Rockstar. I want to love their games, but at the same time, they released Red Dead Redemption 2, right? One of the most critically acclaimed games of that year when it came out. I thought Red Dead Redemption 2, because I just now got around to playing it last month. I finally got around to playing the story, and then I got around to playing the online, which I thought was really good, by the way. I loved it. The story mode for Red Dead Redemption 2 is probably the best storytelling and characters I have ever seen in a video game or any piece of media. I will literally state that right now. But, with how very little they are updating Red Dead Online, because the Red Dead Online is very fun. In my opinion, it's a great alternative to Grand Theft Auto Online. But, with how very minimal they're updating Red Dead Online and, releasing the game for $10, I don't think that was all that bad. But, with how little content is in the game and they just continue to literally shove their Red Dead Redemption fans to the side to focus on Grand Theft Auto Online and just do all this stuff that is just so shady, it just baffles me, man. It's like, again, I want to love Rockstar. I love their games. It took me a long ass time. I'm late to the party. I was a late bloomer when it came to Rockstar games and their games. I finally got around to playing Manhunt 1 and 2, which is phenomenal games, by the way. Very controversial games by far, but I finally got around to playing those games. I bought Manhunt 1 for my Xbox Series X just to relive that game and just try it because I never got to play it. But for the most part, it was very fun. I really enjoyed the game. But unfortunately, I can't help but feel so dirty when it comes to buying games that were made by Rockstar themselves. Like, I bought Manhunt, then I went out of my way to buy Manhunt. Went out of my way to buy Manhunt, then I bought Red Dead Online for the Xbox Series X. And it's like, I can't help but feel really dirty now when it comes to buying their games, especially when they keep making business decisions like this that just come off as so shady. And to me, I just think this is the lowest Rockstar Games has ever been in a long time. Like, this is coming from the same development team that made Manhunt, Bully, Red Dead Revolver, Grand Theft Auto Vice City, San Andreas. It's just like all these phenomenal games that they have made over the years to just give themselves a huge catalog of iconic games too, which is even the worst part. It's like these games are so iconic and just so good. Then you look at Rockstar Games nowadays and you just see like how far down the rabbit hole they've gone with like just milking the ever living shit out of Grand Theft Auto 5 is insane to me. Like how far they've gone to just milk this game for all it's worth until the next Grand Theft Auto, or hell, even the next iteration of Grand Theft Auto or a new IP even decides to come out, is just blowing my mind. And the fact that Rockstar just doesn't even care at this point. It literally just doesn't even care. Like I feel like they're just genuinely not even trying to hide it, is insane to me. And it's honestly astonishing to me how they just continue to just milk Grand Theft Auto 5 for all of its worth. Because literally the last game they have ever made in the last 9 years that Grand Theft Auto 5 has been out is Red Dead Redemption 2. Now, it's like I said, don't get me wrong, Red Dead Redemption 2, they did phenomenal with it. They did a phenomenal job with that game. The storytelling is fantastic. The gameplay is fun. Even though, granted, I think Rockstar's gameplay ideas are kind of outdated because like they've literally been using the same gameplay ideas and mechanics since the PS2 days, right? But back in the day, that was worth it because it worked. I mean, I get it. Don't fix what's not broken, right? I get it. But, maybe in the future, they will come up with something different, something that will be different and unique, But again, I just wanted to make this rant video to you guys to let you guys know, like, what's going on with GTA Plus. And personally give them my personal outtake on how I feel about GTA Plus and where I stand with Rockstar Games. Now, personally, here's my final outtake of Rockstar Games as a whole. I love Rockstar. I love you guys. You guys have given me a huge catalog of games that I've never played before. And then when I finally got around to playing them, I thought they were all phenomenal. Again, GTA San Andreas, Vice City, probably some of my favorite games from Rockstar because I finally got around to playing those games and they're just phenomenal games all the way through. But then just like you look at modern Rockstar games and how little they've done to like work on new IPs or, just take care of their already established games, like Red Dead Online. They just completely put those games to the side just to focus on GTA Online, make all the DLC, all this stuff that just, in my opinion, is just draining now. But in my personal opinion, man, I think Grand Theft Auto 5 just needs to die, and they just need to move on to another game because you got so many of your fans turning your back on you guys. Myself personally, it's like I can't defend you guys for making a decision like this. I really can't. I want to defend Rockstar Games and be in their corner, but it's kind of hard when they make decisions like this. Especially coming out with Grand Theft Auto Plus, and especially for a game that is 9 years old. That's just the tip of the iceberg for me. It's like you came out with Grand Theft Auto Plus, and then on top of that, you came out with a PS5 and Xbox Series X and S upgrade for those consoles, for next-gen consoles, but with very, very minimal upgrades. Even then, some of them I don't even really consider all that worth it. But my personal take is if you have Grand Theft Auto 5 already for like the PS4, Xbox One, just stay on those platforms, right? Just stay on those and don't even bother with those games. But yeah, man, that's my personal take on Rockstar Games as a whole right now, and I just wanted to get this off my chest and say like Rockstar Games has really gone downhill with this, and that's pretty much all I can say. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and you guys have a great rest of your day, man. I will catch you guys in the next one. Have a good one.